What's up guys? I hope you're doing well. Let's recap the movie Fast X released in 2023. The movie starts off showing us what happened 10 years ago in the movie Fast 5 when Brian and Dom stole Hernan Reyes' vault of money. We see Hernan Reyes telling his son Dante that he has a job and he can only trust his son. He complains about Toretto burning his cash while he had his most ruthless men defending the cash houses as he closes his huge cash vault. The scene switches to Rio de Janeiro where Reyes has his vault located inside of a police station. Toretto's team is now in focus as they use an armored APC to race and garage breaking a hole through the wall in front of the safe. Brian and Toretto then use two superchargers to hook up and tow away the vault. This becomes a crazy situation as the vault is just demolishing everything in its path, civilians included I think. Reyes and Dante are in different vehicles chasing them with the whole police force. Brian finds out Toretto has a remote device to unhook him from the vault so he can get away. Toretto does a 180 and then starts to head towards Reyes and the cops using the vault as a wrecking ball. Boom, bang, and smash. Not one of the officers got to get past the vault in one piece. Toretto sends the vault in their direction, knocking Dante's SUV off the bridge into the water. Toretto's car is yanked on top of Reyes' car and then the scene switches to Toretto's famous black Charger drifting in a parking lot in Los Angeles in the present day by his son. After he gives him a small pep talk to encourage his driving abilities, they drive up at their house for a small get-together with the gang. During the dinner, Grandma gives a speech about how the road was hard and not fair to build their legacy, as Roman tried to eat before she finishes. Here's where Tej tells them a next-gen chip will be transported in Rome, and they are needed to steal it. We also find out that this intel is gathered through Roman himself. Toretto and Han have a talk in the garage. First, Dom explains that a father is meant to pass down his knowledge to his children, referring to his son. That's the legacy we leave. He tells Han that Roman wanted to lead this mission and he couldn't say no, but he won't let them go without Han. At night, Dom tells his son he will be better than him while he sleeps, then tells Letty he's afraid of losing his son or wife. Cypher drives up to Toretto's house injured, saying he wants to hear her last words, but Toretto only remembers her being responsible for Elena's death. They demand to know what she wants, so she says that she met the devil tonight. She tells them how Dante shown up as all of her men received videos of their loved ones captured. He kills one guard saying he didn't have anyone to take, not even a kitty cat. Dante grabs a drive, takes the nerds, and leaves the rest to kill Cypher. A ruthless battle ensues as Cypher takes out multiple guards and ends up escaping using a rather large guy as a pillow when the elevator slams on the ground floor. Cypher finishes the story with, "There's a war coming." The agent Little Nobody tells Dom they checked the story, but all her tech was gone. He then asked Dom where his team might be. Now Dom knows Rome was a setup if Agent Nobody didn't send them. It's time for us to visit Rome now and save the team that's starting their fake mission. Ramsey impresses Tej with Lamborghini knowledge as he asks her to marry him. He might have been serious. They cannot get a hold of the team. Agent Nobody even tried swiping on Han's dating app. The team begins executing the mission using a Toy RC car to gas the men inside the truck. Tej and Ramsey make a jump on the truck and take it over, only to find themselves locked in. Dante himself is controlling it remotely. Tej hears a beeping noise, walks to the back of the truck and finds a huge bomb. As Dante decides to blow up the Vatican, Dom reaches the truck. Agent Nobody says he can stop the device with a government kill switch, but he needs hands on the device. Dom rushes in front of the truck and sets up a close line, causing the truck to flip and sends the bomb rolling out. After making it look like Dom is the terrorist, Dante heads off to kill the guy trying to disarm his bomb. The team makes their escape using the sewers as Letty and Dom continue to chase the bomb. Letty spots Dante and follows him while Dom stops the bomb from rolling. Dante slides a bomb under Nobody's truck, but he jumps out just in time. Dom follows the bomb as it starts to roll again while Tej uses Letty's cell phone to jam Dante's device as she follows him, but Dante uses the police to get away. Dante triggers the armed mode and tells Dom he has 30 seconds to save Rome. Ramsey tells Dom the river will reduce the bomb's radius as they approach the Vatican. Dom rams a crane to bump the bomb into the water for the explosion. After the explosion, Dante tells Dom through his suffering, he'll fulfill his destiny. The news shows the bombing blaming Toretto's team for the explosion, but no lives were lost. Back at the agency headquarters, Tess walks in and finds out Agent Ames is the new boss and he wants to capture the team. Agent Ames asks for a vote on killing or capturing Toretto's team by any means. The majority votes to agree with Agent Ames. Miss Queenie walks up on Toretto and tells him the team is safe, but the agency has Letty. Agent Ames gets on a plane and requests God's Eye come online and track Toretto, but finds out Tess took the tracking hardware. Back at Toretto's house, agents try to capture Mia and Little B, but Uncle Jacob shows up, telling Little B, "Your dad sent me." After Jacob and Mia drop all the agents, Jacob tells Mia he's taking Little B to the place where everyone is supposed to meet when the world goes to hell. Back in Naples, Tess walks into a bar looking for someone and, after taking control, orders 2 beers for her and Toretto. She tells Toretto Agent Ames is after him and tells him Reyes has a son, Dante. Dom asks Tess to save Letty while handing her his lucky necklace. The team walks out of a shipping container in London, letting us know they're safe. We get a quick peek at Jacob and Little B enjoying themselves on the road. Now we get thrown back to the agency black site where Tess tells Letty she's going to get her out. Dom is celebrated as he pulls into a racing party, but Dante ends up showing up introducing himself and compliments Dom's skills. Dante's men draw out guns, but all of the streets draw their guns and say, "We stand with Dom." Either they all shoot each other or Dante and Dom have a race, but we know Dom loves driving. Dante is excited to race the great Dominic Toretto, but tells Dom it's hard to choose who he saves before the race starts. Dante has bombs underneath the other 2 racers' cars, forcing Dom to choose which one to save. Diogo is ahead and out of Dom's reach, so he swipes Isabella's car, letting Dante know he chose to save her, but also decides Isabella will die too. Dom sends her car into another car, knocking the bomb loose from her car as it explodes, saving her life. He stops to save Isabella while letting Dante get away. Letty wakes up in the headquarters next to Cypher and isn't happy about it. Tej finds out that Dante has cleared all of their bank accounts, and now they're as broke as I am. Until Roman opens his jacket, displaying stacks of $100 bills. You can be my Roman by hitting that like button for me if you are enjoying this recap. Thank you for watching regardless. Jacob and B arrive at the airport trying to get discovered because Jacob has a plan. Agent Ames gets a report from the black site and sees Tess with Dom's necklace, so he traces her steps and finds Dom is at Rio de Janeiro. Isabella wakes up and we find out Dom saved her because she was Elena's sister. She ends up telling Dom she still has her files about the Reyes family. Ramsey takes the team to a friend's shop to buy equipment and Han eats a "fun muffin," but he ends up reporting them for the bounty. She gives him a solid punch and they walk out before anyone shows up. We see Cypher ends up gassing the watchroom as her and Letty start to break out, but Letty starts a fight. Back to Dom, who finds out Dante owns an abandoned police station. Isabella demands a rematch with Dom as he heads out, which means he better stay alive. Goofy Agent Ames tries to tail Dom, but gets cut off by a group of guys forcing him to fight and lose track of Dom. Jacob and B make it on a plane somehow as a stewardess gives him 3 small bottles of liquor and a key. He takes the key and they end up escaping in the kayak he was carrying from the cargo room using the liquor as fuel. It ends up turning into a glider. Han ends up taking the team to visit Shaw, who locks Han in his warehouse and starts a fight until agents show up. After a quick minute, they put all the agents to sleep and group up. Dom walks into the station and gets a call from Dante saying he's going to hurt his family as Agent Ames shows up and captures Dom. We flip the scene to Letty escaping through a tunnel and ends up in Antarctica, so she goes back down. Cypher gives her a winter coat and then we switch to Shaw's place where Ramsey finds out all the family is being targeted, including Shaw's mom. Shaw gears up and they take off as we go back to Dom telling Agent Ames he might want to buckle up. He doesn't, but Dom does. The truck gets blown up and they get ambushed by Dante, who has Isabella hostage. Ames throws Dom a gun saying he's listening now. They clear most of Dante's men, but Tess comes from behind putting the rest to sleep, leaving Dante to release Isabella. Dom spanks Dante like parents used to in the 80s until a sniper in a helicopter shoots Tess and Agent Ames. Dante takes the God's Eye from Tess and escapes. Isabella and Tess go for help, and then Agent Ames tells Dom, "Let's save your son." We arrive in Portugal where Jacob and B arrive at an underground hideout where B finds a rocket car. Dante's men show up causing Jacob and B to escape in the car. They drive and end up shooting a few rockets behind them, exploding a few vehicles until it jams like a cheap pistol. Dom ends up flying over the scene, jumping out in his 1970s Charger, crushing two cars with a safe landing. They head towards the plane, but Dante shows up from a side road. B hops to the back and fixes the jam, but gets grabbed by Dante. Now Dom and Jacob are chasing Dante with some real purpose. Jacob ends up sacrificing himself to clear a path for Dom, using his vehicle as a bomb. After using two exploded helicopters to hit Dante's car, B pulls off a daring leap into Dom's car as he drives up next to them. Dante is thrown off the edge of the road as they drive to Jacob's plane, but gets trapped in the middle of a dam as his team shows up in a plane. Agent Ames ends up shooting them down with a Stinger missile, showing us which side he's on. Dom ramps off the dam before the tankers collide with him, making a safe dive into the water. Dante starts some bombs on the dam, attempting to kill Dom as we get taken back to Cypher and Letty, arriving at Cypher's submarine and meeting Giselle, Han's supposed dead girlfriend from the Fast 5 movie. After the credits roll, we get a sneak peek at Hobbs raiding Dante's place and then getting a threatening call from him for killing his dad, giving us the context of the next film.
The devil is coming for you.
Thank you so much for watching. Please help this channel out by liking and subscribing if you enjoyed any of this video. It would mean the world to me. It helps my channel grow and get noticed. I also love knowing that people are enjoying my content, so please like and subscribe to show me you do. I hope to see you on the next one.